Radio V. Radio in TV.
Radio in TV.
He's absolutely Jason, he's absolutely gay. He'll absolutely brighten up the darkest rainy day. He's funny and loves movies, he's smart and he's a Jew. He's an actor and an activist and wants to hear from you.
Hey everybody, welcome to Absolutely Jason Stuart with my pal, two-time Grammy Award winning comedian, American Comedy Awards winner, Judy Tenuta.
The very first. Thank you!
Yes.
Jason is brighter than a rainy day. That's what it said on your little package in the beginning. Oh my God, did I say little package? I am so sorry.
Well, that's so not true.
Well,
it's so not true.
I've heard from the other bears. The other bears have told me. And by
Well,
the way,
you're mistaken.
I like my bears manscaped. How about you?
Yeah, well, I just want someone who calls me, who returns the call. That's has a
Hello.
car, doesn't live in it.
I love the calls. I live on the phone. You know, Jason,
What,
I really
Judy?
love
What is it, Judy?
living on the phone. I love talking on the phone. That's why
I know you call me all the
think we
time.
oh, yes, I butt dial you, remember?
Yeah, well, you are my butt. I am your butt dial.
butt buddy.
For some reason.
Which is odd.
So you've not
because-
seen the front of me, only the back. So don't talk about my penis. It's big.
well, don't. and
I'm
here's
single.
Yeah, excuse me, but gay men love my rack. And here's what I don't understand about gay men. Gay men are always talking about, oh, you have quite a rack. And
You keep looking at yourself.
of course I do. I'm an icon. You know, I have to look at myself like you don't look at yourself.
I do.
Okay.
I'm trying not to, though.
Look at this.
It's gorgeous. It's
Okay.
a gorgeous top.
Thank you, darling. And it was for Valentine's Day. As you know, Valentine's is the goddess
It's
holiday.
Saturday. We're now
I'm
on the
very
10th.
excited. I
Wednesday.
want to remind all of my love slaves, the goddess will be at Disneyland on Valentine's Day. Please be vaccinated. I do not want to get on the ride at 1,000. What do you call that one where?
I don't know, Judy.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
It's a ride. Just say the ride.
It's not. It's a Small World. You would know because look at your package. Now we.
You are so mean.
I am not mean. You have been dishing it to me all the time, and
I just got here 5 minutes
yes,
ago.
but you were dishing me, and I just want to
Because
say,
you couldn't get your you couldn't get your headphones on. You said you're a goddess, and you couldn't get your headphones on.
I just said, as a goddess, I need assistance, and you're wonderful,
Frank.
Frank. Oh, my favorite singer, Frank.
Yeah. Honey, it's not Sinatra.
I don't care. He loves Frank Sinatra. I could tell by look. And so does Mike.
Yeah.
Mike is Italian and Spanish. He loves Frank Sinatra and Julio Iglesias. Okay.
Frank
now,
Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
And Barbara.
Barbara. Oh my God. I'm
Pull
being
up-
possessed. Oh my man, I love him so. He'll never know. Oh, my life is just a spell, but I don't care. I just had to do that. Every once in a
When
while,
he takes
I
me
get,
in his arms,
oh my God.
the world is bright.
Oh God, I started something.
All right.
You cannot do that in front of a gay bear.
What's the
okay?
difference
Do you
if
know what
I
I'm
say,
saying? Do not
I'll go away.
start. Oh my God.
I'll come
there is
back.
it's called editing.
On my knees
It's-
someday.
No, it's called editing.
For whatever my man is, I am his forever more. You know, it's so funny, Judy. Seriously, you guys know. We know exactly how to sing it because we knew the orchestrations exactly.
I
isn't that
am
fun?
obsessed, of course, just like a gay man, such as yourself, with Barbara. I
Tell
cannot
me.
help myself.
Let's talk about
I
scandals.
adore her. Oh my God, I'm in so much trouble. You know
well,
the
tell me-
things that have happened to me.
No, tell me.
Well, let's start from one of the beginning times that I was on TV was Friday Night Videos in New York in 89.
Okay.
And I was hosting Friday Night Videos, and they would have different guests. Well, at this time, they were having Sonny Bono.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, and he was the mayor, you know.
Of Palm Springs.
Yes, mayor of Palm Springs, and he came to the set. Now I'm behind the scenes because
He was pretty handsome, wasn't he, in his day?
I mean a lot of facial hair, I don't remember. I'm not into facial hair, so because to me, there's only so many magicians, and I'm over it. I cannot have the facial hair. I'm sick of it. By the way, I want a sidebar about all the men. And by the way, it's okay, Frank, that you have it. But I'm just saying, when you're picking up your Oscar boys, including
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey in his
Christopher.
please shave. Please.
It's not the look. There's a memo that went out. We're all wearing beards. Goatees,
I'm not.
mustache.
Yes. Well, I am your beard, so you don't need
Honey.
to. But here's the thing. I don't care. Listen to me, Frank. I'm just saying.
What is she talking about?
You know
I've
what
been
I'm
out for
talking-
22 years.
I don't care. I don't care.
That's your new song. I don't care. I don't care.
No, that's not mine. That's.
So tell me what happened on Friday Night Videos.
Oh yes, Friday
Focus.
Night Videos. Sidebar
Focus.
was that. No. Sidebar was that I do not like facial hair unless
Gotcha.
you're a magician and you pull a giant cord off your ear. Now, I was talking about Friday Night Videos 1989, and I know that Sonny's coming on, so of course, what am I going to do?
Cher.
Take a wild guess. Yes.
Yes.
So, Cher had just won her Oscar.
So there must have been. Oh, then I know exactly what year it was. It was 1988 or 89.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
And she had just won her Oscar, so that
For Moonstruck.
Yeah, and I couldn't help it. So I go out
So
there.
just smack him across the
No,
face
no,
and
no,
say,
no,
"Snap out of it!"
No, I did not. Why don't you stop being premature, Jack? Let me get to what I'm going to say. All right, so Sonny's out there in his all-white outfit like he's the good guy. You know, he's the good mayor, right?
Or selling ice cream, one of the two.
No, he wasn't selling ice cream. He was just there. And I come out in my Cher. I looked. I'm not allowed to swear, am I?
Yes, you are.
I looked fucking fierce. Okay? Fucking fierce with the nails and everything and the long, straight, half-breed hair. And just looked fabulous. And I go out there and I'm Cher. But here was the little caveat. I had an artificial buttocks on, and I hit him with it, and I said, "Now you're moonstruck." And he got so mad. It's a fun show, right? He got so mad he walked.
Why was that? What would be upsetting about that?
He walked off. This
Wow.
really happened. He walked off, and it was all over. At that time, I was close with Howard Stern. Howard Stern.
It's all over ABC.
Yes. And Howard Stern called me the next morning at 5 a.m. "Oh my God, you're in so much trouble," and blah, blah, blah. And I go, "Isn't that a good thing?" And, the thing about Sonny Bono, and I guess Sonny Bono hated me for that. And like you, I felt that it was innocent. I felt that
This
it was...
is a dumb little joke. But
Hello?
she didn't even have a big butt.
No, it's that the movie was Moonstruck, and I had a little... By the way, let's look at my butt now. But gay men don't care about my butt. They like the
This is
rat.
not a gay show, honey.
I
There's
don't
like-
care.
oh.
Straight people talk to me, too. I do not have the Kim Lardashian...
They can't hear you.
Oh, that's right. I do not have the Kim Lardashian ass. Thank God. Thank God. And by the way, Bruce Jenner...
Kim Lardashian?
Kim Lardashian, I want to say, and Bruce Jenner, his new reality show, Keeping Up with the Car Crashians. Now, I am just very, I'm very excited, of course, Jason, you and I were talking about this a while ago, and that is when
Have
you...
we switched subject again and you just forgot to
but
talk?
you know that I am like that.
I know, I'm just asking, just to keep up.
I didn't
It's the
appreciate...
Judy show.
I didn't appreciate the enormity of what was going on.
In the car crash of Bruce?
No, not
His
that.
his
I'm
change?
going back to...
Things that sound like
No, we're going back to Sonny Boner.
Sonny Bono.
Sonny Boner-fied. Wonderful mayor and wonderful man. But, I didn't realize the enormity of the trouble I had gotten into until, Howard Stern made it a big deal. But I want to thank you.
But you loved all that stuff. Come on, in the day,
I love it.
procured
Let's drink to that.
What about, let's talk about Pat Sajak.
Oh, my God.
This is so funny because the iconic television actress, Betty White. Can I set it up before you interrupt and go on to 3 different subjects? Betty White was on the show, and we all know Betty White, of course, is now, for those who
Love
don't know,
her.
on Hot in Cleveland, which is doing its last season.
No.
The show is going off the air, and she's still fucking alive.
We both need to be on it. She has my roles. Betty, let me get my roles back. I love you.
We'll tell this quick
I
story.
love animals.
It's so. How is she staying alive? All the other Golden Girls are dead. You know what I think she's done? I think she is using their body parts. I think she has B. Arthur's eyes, Rue McClanahan's vagina.
I don't think the vagina counts, but the most important thing, of course, as we know, is B. Arthur's voice. Hello, darling.
And Estelle Getty's sense of humor.
No, she had a big sex drive.
Estelle Getty?
I'm thinking of the other one. What's Rue McClanahan?
You mixed it up,
I'm
and
sorry,
it's okay.
Rue McClanahan. But
Judy,
I love the little
Judy, tell
girl.
us about Pat Sajak and what happened. Then we're going to take a break.
God. Okay, I want to tell you real quick. Tell me how much time I have, because I got to tell you a backstage story first.
Why don't we just come back?
Why
don't we take a break and we'll come back and we'll tell the whole story about Pat Sajak?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay. God. We'll be back in just a minute with the crazy Judy Tenuta.
The gifted goddess.
Hi, I'm Sheriff John Bonnell. You're watching T-Radio. Radio and TV? What? Perfect. Why are you asking me to do this after 12 drinks?
Andy D on T-Radio V. Bing, bang, bing, boom, right?
Yeah.
Andy D on T-Radio V. Bobbity, bibbity, bobbity, boo. Andy D on T-Radio V.
The Andy Dick Show, Wednesdays from 4 to 6 p.m. on T-Radio V.
Wow!
But we'll do it. We'll do it better when the show actually starts.
What it do is your man Money B from Digital Underground asking everybody to check out the Going Way Back show. Your home for classic hip hop, raw and uncut. Join me
And me, DJ Always.
as well as Ty Teasy bringing you the old school new news every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here.
On T-Radio V.
That's right, radio in TV.
Excellent, party time.
I'm Zoe Williams.
And I'm Dr. Mark Goulston. I'm Jeff Brown.
And we make up the Zoe What Morning Show. You can find us here on TRadiov.com every Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I make you think.
He makes you laugh, and if I get a chance, I'll help you change.
Or make you cry with his attempts at humor.
Radio in TV.
Can you relate? We'll make it happen.
Look at Jeff. What you doing?
Were you mumbling to yourself?
Hey, back there mumbling.
To them. To them.
T-Radio V. Radio in TV.
Radio in TV.
Hi, pigs. You know, my name is Judy, and I have my own religion, Judaism. Yes, soon you will all be my personal love slaves. But first, let's go back in time. Oh, cute. You know, I'm trying to lead a normal life. So, just now, I was on this airplane to Europe. It could happen. And there's this guy sitting next to me. Looks like a squid in stretch pants. So, you know, I'm ready to spawn. So this squid in stretch pants is trying to make me talk to him. Yeah, just 'cause he paid for my trip. How much can I give? I ask you, stud puppets. So then, he starts puffing on a cigar the size of God's ego. And he's blowing this cigar smoke in my petite flower face. And I said, excuse me, but if I wanted to shorten my life, I'd date ya. Okay, Sasquatch? So, of course, he takes this as a come on.
Hey, we're back at Absolutely Jason Stewart. We're going to talk about this, and we're going to talk about Pat Sajak. Well, just a minute, just because we have this on.
Yes.
You said this was a very big deal for you. This was your first HBO special, which was called Women of the Night.
Yes.
You were on with some iconic women.
Yes.
Rita Rudner. Who else was on with you?
Paula Poundstone.
Paula Poundstone.
And, of course, the biggest of them all, Ellen.
Oh, Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah.
Ellen. And Ellen went on first. And I remember she was really friendly. And I was kind of nervous. And we were all backstage. She goes, oh, I'm glad to meet you and everything. Of course, that wouldn't be now. But then, then I'm glad to meet you. And she was singing. It was a weird thing.
Did she do the thing with the piano where she played the crazy piano lady with the wig?
I think that's what she did.
Bobby
yeah.
Giannini? Because
Yeah,
I opened for
something-
her once in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was hysterical.
It was something, like that. And then, of course, Rita.
Rita Rudner.
Rita, and then
Big
myself.
Vegas comedian.
And then myself, and then Paula.
And Paula Poundstone, who's still touring.
Yes, of course.
Wonderful.
And I just remember beforehand we had a little. You know how they have you do little packages together, filming.
People
something.
at home don't know what that is. A package.
Okay.
They have you do little short things for fillers for the air, like they talk about your life and.
So something that they didn't show was we were all sitting by a little bar backstage, and they wanted us to just talk, and we were
also nervous.
No,
Probably.
we were just kind of dishing it. But the interesting thing was, at that time none of us were really known. We were getting known.
Right.
And I remember Paula and Rita and myself were a little bit teasing Ellen because Ellen says, you know what? I really don't want to be doing this. I want to be doing TV. And we go, oh yeah, right.
She said that?
Yes, she did. She said, I really want to be doing, and damn it, if that girl right away didn't get on, remember she was a
receptionist.
Receptionist.
On Open House.
Thank you.
It was about a real estate company.
I could not believe, right, I said, you know what, you have to say these things out loud, and she did it.
Well, you were on every single talk show. I mean,
Yes.
can I just name them
Yeah.
first before you
Yes.
interrupt me? Because I want to really give you your kudos. Larry King. David Letterman,
Love.
his old show.
Yeah.
Joan Rivers, I don't know how many times.
But Judy.
Pat
I love her.
Sajak.
Yeah.
Vicki Lawrence.
Oh, yes.
It goes on and on and on. Howard Stern, certainly. Now, what happened? Let's talk about what happened at Pat Sajak.
Oh, at Pat Sajak. Yeah.
So Betty White was the guest.
Betty White was the guest. Let me just tell you a little sidebar of what
Please.
happened backstage. I was getting ready, and in the same room was this young, cute guy.
Oh, I was there?
Dream on! But you were cute, but you weren't there.
I was there with Vicki Lawrence when you met your second husband. Anyway, go ahead.
Please, that gagged me. But let's go back to backstage at the
Pat
Sajak
Sajak
show. And there was this very cute guy, and they were going to plan on having him carry me out. And
As always.
And I looked at him and I go, God, you're kind of thin. And he goes, well, I really worship you, and I would really. And he was actually trying. And damn it, I could kick myself. I should have got Matthew Perry.
Oh, my God.
Matthew Perry!
Who's got a new show
Hot.
called The Odd Couple, a reboot.
Yeah. So at that time, nobody was known.
Right.
He was this cute, really young, I want to be a hunky, whatever. Anyway, beefy burrito to carry me on. Anyway, that's a great story. And he was a doll, by the way, a sweetheart, adorable.
And you got on the show.
And then I get on the show. And yes, and then I'm on the show, and Pat is interviewing me, and I remember doing a few wild things. Like he had this coffee table, and I lied down on it, and I said, oh, please analyze me, or some crap, whatever I said. And then
Betty White was sitting next to you?
Oh, my God.
Because you were the second guest, of course, I'm guessing.
Yes, that is correct. Betty White was talking, and then I come on, I don't know what the question was, but it was something a little bit to provoke me.
Which could have been anything.
Could have been anything like, Judy, isn't one eye lighter than the other or something. I don't know. And I then spit my gum, and it landed right in Betty White's lap. And
everybody wrote about it. You spit on TV icon Betty White.
But I didn't really mean it, did I, Betty? I love Betty, by the way.
Were you looking? She's not here.
I don't care. Betty hears me because we love animals too.
So what other scandals?
And then
Because Betty White was a big one.
Betty White was a big one.
And Joan Rivers was an incredible supporter of you.
I adore Joan Rivers, and I am.
She had you on her daytime show 5 times?
At least 5
and
times.
the nighttime show.
She even had me kind of co-host. Oh, I will never forget what happened was, if you want to know the little backstory.
Yeah, that's what I love.
I did the David Letterman show first in 1986. Actually, it was not my favorite thing to do. It was very, very tough. Tense, yes.
Well, because his audience was so hip and cool, they're all too hip for the room.
Correct.
Until he became so mainstream.
It's okay. Then what happened was I had a really good agent manager / and Joan was starting her show on Fox, and he said, and she said, of course we have to have Judy. And I get on. She could not be more supportive, So I go on. I had a great set. I even remember what I wore. It was a beautiful white goddess gown chiffon with a green flowing.
Surprise, because that's what you wore on everything.
No, but it was a different color.
A different color.
White and green.
I remember the first time we met, I took you shopping and we found you a leopard chiffon.
Oh, yes, we did.
And
you wanted to possess it.
No, I did
yes,
not.
Yes, you did, Jason.
Liar! Lies! Go ahead.
Anyway.
So you were on Joan's show.
I was on Joan's show several times. I felt so blessed. I remember we go backstage. Oh, by the way, I would like to say this about Joan. She's extremely generous. And backstage, she had the absolute best, what do you call that, food service?
Also, she had you picked up in a limo. I know that.
Oh my God.
Everybody.
I'm in a limo. I couldn't be. Oh, this was my favorite story. Oh, I forgot this. Oh my God. She invited myself, Grace Jones, isn't she also a big gay icon?
Oh, very much so.
And what a talent. She was on the show with me. And what Joan, again, her generosity, she put me and my mother up in the Plaza Hotel in a beautiful suite. I will never forget, because to me, and I think you're like me, you want to make your parents proud.
Oh, of course.
So I'm
my mother would say, oh, God, do I have to? I'm in Palms. What do I need to come to a hotel for? Let's stay at your house. Can we get the money for it?
Yeah. Well, my mom was very...
How can we get these planters into the car?
My mom was very, very excited. And we're in this gorgeous suite. And my mom, of course, had her side and I had my side. And anyway, my mom said...
Where were you? In Los Angeles?
No, this was in New York.
Oh, in New York.
Her shows were...
the daytime was in New York.
The daytime, yeah, I should have prefaced that.
The daytime was in New York, and the nighttime was in Hollywood.
Yes, and I did that one as well, as you know. So anyway, my mother my mother was so beyond excited, and I just felt like that was such a generous thing of her.
People don't know that about her, though. She was incredibly generous. The show was just jokes to her.
Yeah.
And even though some of them were off-color or insulting or outrageous, the show was a show and the real life was real life, and there was a big difference to her.
Yes, but here's the great thing.
She's old school.
Joan is a die-hard comedian. In other words, the joke is first. You got to have the jokes, and you even saw that in Fashion Police.
Oh, God.
She joke. And that's why she would do her show over in New York. I forget the name of it. Beecham. I did it too. You've probably done it, the Beechman Theater.
Oh, no, I've not done that show.
Okay. Well, it's a very tiny theater, and that's where Joan...
That was her last show.
Yeah. And
the night before she died.
It's just the whole thing is just... It's almost surreal. It's like too bizarre to believe. And they killed her. Those doctors killed her. I'm sorry.
It was an accident, though. They didn't do it purposely.
I'm not saying they did it purposely, darling, but,
It did kill her.
She was an older woman, and anyway, I don't want to go into it. I'm not a doctor. However, I am a healer. We know that.
Yes, and a minister.
Yes, that's right. I'm a minister. I'm Judy, and my own religion is Judaism. I perform marriages. I even performed one, Jason, back in September.
Have you married any straight people?
Yes, but in Detroit, because that's where they all are. Yeah. I remember doing a show. Jason, you did that show too. Remember?
Yeah, we did together.
It's a bowling alley slash.
Yes.
What was it?
Gay event, bowling for gay dollars, something like that. Yeah, we did it. And then we did the big thing in Chicago together. That was really fun.
Oh my God!
You, me, and Alec Mappa. That was lovely.
Oh, that was That was so great. And remember the gay woman that was
came on stage, and it was just, that's when you realized that you were not just a gay icon, but a lesbian icon.
Lesbitarians,
and we'll come back and talk about the Grammy nominations. We'll be back in just a minute with Judy Tenuta talking about her incredible career here on Absolutely Jason Stewart. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us. Woo-hoo!
Hey, hello, this is David Faustino, and you are watching T Radio V. Do you see what I'm saying? It's television crossed with radio. It's all together. It's weird. Radio's in the middle of it. It's amazing. You're watching it. Go.
Love and marriage, love and marriage. Radio V?
Radio inside of TV.
Oh my God, I love it.
Keep it locked, you are the bomb. Mwah.
What better way, I can't think of a better intersection than radio and TV.
Right?
Hey, T Radio V. Thomas Sadowski, what's up?
T Radio V.
I love T Radio V.
Because we need more kids watching TV.
Hey guys, this is Chriselle Stiles. Hi, I'm Stassi.
I'm Joel David Moore.
I'm Frank Infante.
Hey man, this is Richie Ramone. What's up out there?
Hi, I'm Holly, and this is Michael. We're on Love Life on T Radio V every day.
No! Every Tuesday.
Tuesdays.
Every day I try to get her to have a love life. But every Tuesday, where you can watch us and hear us, only one place.
Only hear him, though.
5 p.m. Pacific time, T Radio V. We're going to talk about love, relationships, intimacy. There'll be some sex, but not between us.
No, I don't have sex with him.
Not often. You're single, we're gonna share with you what to do if you just want booty calls or be in a relationship. Oh, you know you like booty calls.
I do.
What's it like to be in a relationship? We always say you have to be a strong me before you can be a great we. One place, right here, Tuesdays, 5 p.m. Pacific, only on T Radio V, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Radio V. Radio in TV.
Radio in TV.
Hey, we're back at Absolutely Jason Stewart with my guest, comedian Judy Tenuta. And we've been talking about this on the phone lately, just because you've had such an incredible career. You've had so many milestones, and you always say to me, God, I just didn't really feel it. I didn't enjoy it. When I met you, you had already been nominated for Best Comedy Award for the Grammys for Buy This Pigs.
Yes.
And then you were nominated again for Butt Pugs and Lesbitarians. And I was actually there when you taped that concert.
Yes.
And this guy that we both knew that helped us a lot in our career, a guy who passed on, Terrence Brown, he had encouraged you to do another album. And it was nominated for a Grammy. It was an incredible show. It was live.
It was so great. I'll never forget.
It was Gay Pride.
It was such a great show. It was right there we filmed it
West
actually
Hollywood.
on Sunset Boulevard.
No, it was on Santa Monica, and it was in the park. It was in the park. You don't remember, but it was.
I do remember where I filmed it. They blocked off because I was.
Yeah, it was all blocked off.
I was staying in the Montreal, and the reason I know that Mondrian, and the reason I remember,
Because you were living in Chicago at the time, am I correct?
Correct. But I also, in the same hotel room, and we talked, who's the guy with all the movies? Why do I do this?
Who's always in the movies?
No.
So that's just alone.
The comedian who was on Saturday Night Live, and he sings the Jewish Christmas song.
Oh, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Very nice to me. And at the time, he was just, getting his name and everything. And he said, "Oh, I'm a fan of yours." And I go, "Oh my God, are you coming to my gay show?" He goes, "No, I'm not going to be doing that." But
I'm so a big fan.
Yeah.
What was it like to be nominated for 2 Grammys? I mean, tell us the first experience. You went the first time, right?
I went both times.
Yeah.
And I went, and the most exciting thing to me, again, was I flew my mother in, and my mother came with me and my boyfriend at the time.
Was that Emo Phillips?
No.
That was your first time? Oh, your second husband.
The second guy who, as we know, I was married to someone, didn't live with him.
Yes, which was Emo Phillips, the comedian.
Didn't live with him.
Because you couldn't, that hairdo.
Well, not just that, but it's
Show
like
the picture.
he lived in his mother's basement.
He lived in his mother's basement like a serial killer.
Well, it's just like, excuse me, I'll get in the real Psycho movie if I want. I don't need to relive it,
Did you guys plan on ever moving out together?
No, nothing was planned. It was all about the career. And my favorite thing that he said
That's Emo Phillips, and also with Julia Sweeney.
Oh, I love that picture. That's got to be around 1989, would you say?
Oh, yeah.
Something.
Or earlier.
Oh, my God, I'm trying. Oh, I love that picture. That is so sweet.
So you were married to him for how many years?
But we weren't married. But we didn't
You
live
actually
together,
got married.
It's not
It's a
not
fake marriage.
real. It's
But
a
you-
fake.
you were
it's a
married
fake.
legally, but-
How, Frank? How can we continue with this fake marriage if you don't continue to lie to me, Frank? This is what I was saying. So, yes. Anyway,
But you toured together, and then
we toured together. Yes, that's what kept us together. Emo was great to talk to. Emo, as you know, has a brilliant mind. So that's what kept me. But then again, of course,
and then I was with
grew
you,
apart.
and you guys got divorced finally, and then for your fake marriage.
For our fake
And then you actually did not marry your second husband, who you lived with for 10 years.
Yes.
Which makes no sense.
Well,
So you never married him, but you married the guy you didn't live with, and you didn't marry your second husband.
Yes, because he thought I should have a baby, and I was already 40, and I said, "Excuse me, okay."
He really did. He wanted you to have
He
a
wanted
baby?
me to have a baby, and
Baby what?
A baby.
That's what I would have said
a
to him.
baby Judy. But I couldn't get pregnant. I wasn't. Oh my God! I'm
Did
telling
you try?
You. Oh, I wasn't where. You know what, Frank? You don't mind me saying this, do you? I didn't use.
Contraception?
Contraception.
Things that sound like?
Because I don't know what that fucking is. I'm Catholic. We didn't use contraception, and I didn't get pregnant. So,
Really?
Yeah. So I just didn't.
You tried to have a baby. I can imagine you having a child.
I went.
Where's the kid? I don't know. Why? I'm a goddess. Why am I in charge of this? Where's Consuela? Do you have the kid?
That's right. My pool guy.
Maybe
has
you
the
had
kid. The pool guy has.
Maybe
the kid.
you had a kid. You just don't know where it is.
I do.
Maybe it's lost with all those tapes in your office.
I would remember that.
I can't have kids because I have nice furniture.
Well, yeah, I do kind of wish I had I would have liked to have had, and by the way, either one, boy or girl, but I feel, and maybe I'm wrong, if you have a son, he might once in a while check in on you. I could be wrong. I know you do that with your mom.
Check in what?
Check in and see how you are when you're...
Oh, when you get older,
Yeah.
Yes. I'm very close to my mom.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah, I love my
I know,
mom.
yeah, of course you do. And I loved my mom and my dad, by the way.
I was so close to my dad.
Love.
My dad passed away too. My dad passed away 3 years ago. So you and I sort of went through the same thing around the same time.
Yes.
It's really it's a dichotomy of sorts, because what happens and you and I have talked about this. It's like everybody at your home sort of shifts their seat at the dining table. And you really find out who people really are.
Oh my God. I don't want to even go into it.
Yeah.
But I really feel that's why I feel like nobody loved me as much as my parents did.
Oh, no, never.
So that's why I always say, it's wonderful to have partners. I love them. But the most important thing, and I want to tell this to all people who feel insecure about Valentine's Day. The goddess is your Valentine. If you don't have someone, I am your Valentine. You do not need to have, all these ads about.
And
the
we can
candy.
see your show. Now you have a weekly show that you do
Yes,
online.
it's called The World According to Judy. The World According to Judy. Filmed by my good friend Mark Piro, and he does a wonderful job, as you know. And I last week it was an episode about, I think I adopted a baby from China.
Did you receive it or did it get lost
Well,
in the mail?
I think I sent it to you, but you probably didn't put it up there. But people, please go to my YouTube channel.
I wanted people to actually go to it.
Go to the YouTube
and talk
channel.
about it.
Yes.
The video that I love that you did around, I think you did it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's basically a parody of Lady Gaga's new video.
Yes.
And I'd love people to see it. Can we play that? Frank, this is her Lady Gaga video.
Oh my God.
And you can leave the sound on. We can talk.
Hello, my little tchotchkes. I'm
No,
Slatvinka.
that's
How
Slatvinka.
do you like my jobs?
I love
Okay.
Slatvinka.
Well, that's
Today
Slatvinka.
we are going to exercise with.
Well, we're gonna show that one too. But apparently Frank wanted to show it first because he
Frank
likes.
got very excited about Slatvinka.
This is it.
Oh yeah, this is my parody, Hot Rock Holmes. Look at the. I had great people. These were all my own clothes.
Hello, baby, I just love to hide
my
my face.
And you didn't want to leave it.
Cover it all up with crap like I'm from outer space. Talk just like a baby, goo goo gaga, ooh la la. And pretty soon you'll figure out Madonna is my mom. Madonna is my mom. Madonna.
So it's Madonna and Lady Gaga.
Well, because right away I saw how they're both pushing the envelope, and of course Madonna was one of the first, and then. But people often tell me because of the shape of my face that I kind of resemble
Madonna
a little bit. Not so much Lady Gaga, but you put the wigs on. There
Now,
I
who's
am,
that?
Lindsay Lohan. Oh my God! And my friend downtown, Julie Brown. And look at those hot boys. How hot are they?
No, I was not asked to be in the video. Of course.
Well, you're busy. You're touring. There I am, Britney Spears. There I am, just being funked out. And there I am, Lady Gaga. There I am, Gaga in her curlers, and with a big giant gay shoe on my head. I mean, I must say I had pretty good thighs. I still have good thighs. Anyway. Oh, there's my friend.
Is that Kirstie Alley? Was that Kirstie Alley?
Yes, it was. Kirstie Alley made a surprise guest appearance. Makes me go faster, sucking blood much faster. A great makeup lady, I felt. And there I am, Sarah Palin.
And you have these really cool Sarah Palin videos all over the internet.
Yes, I do. I love. I have to make fun of that lady.
So to watch the whole thing, just go to Judy Tenuta on YouTube, and you've got all these.
Yes,
you've got
I
videos,
have
tons and tons of videos that you've been making for the last couple of years.
That's what I'm into now. I want to be doing more filming, just like you, more filming and TV. And if they don't bring it to you, you bring it.
Can I actually make an announcement?
Yes.
That my web series Mentor was nominated for 3 Indie Series Awards. Best Comedy Script for me and myself and Paul Elia, who created and wrote it. Best Supporting Actress for Alexandra Paul, and Best Guest Star Lee Garlington. And I'm actually been asked to be a presenter, which is sort of weird.
Oh my God, I'm plotzing.
And you're not even Jewish.
Yeah, I
and
know.
if you want to watch the web series, go to jasonstewart.com, STUART, and press the word mentor.
Yes. Now about me.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, of course.
I knew it.
Well, what is this?
It's my show.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm your special guest.
Yes, you are. It's a whole hour all about you. You,
so,
me,
well,
you.
except for. And then, yes, we were talking about, yes, I do the videos. That's what I want to be doing. I want to be doing more movies.
Well, let's see Slatvinka. Let's see Slatvinka.
Oh, yeah. That's a character I created.
Frank could not stop doing because he was so attracted to her jugs.
He loved.
Hello, my little tchotchkes. I'm Slatvinka. How do you like my jumps?
You really look good as a blonde.
Today we are going to
be a blonde,
exercise with everything in the kitchen. So, get your jugs out and relax. Out and relax. And up to the roof. And up to the roof. Oh, I'm done with that. Now, of course, we move on to the next thing that you would ordinarily eat. Okay? So, look at this. These are my little picante sauce. They look like almost little gardeners, don't they?
Oh, that's so racist.
Okay, so you take your little man here, and instead of eating it, you work it, and go, and up, and up, and up, and whoop. Oh, God, I'm exhausted. Time for energy drink. Yes. Now, so many of my little cosmonauts
That's right in your kitchen. People don't know
in
this.
Russia
Yes. Well, that's my friend James'
"Slavika,
kitchen. My kitchen
you are
is
hitting
nice.
the bottle
Oh, it
again."
is?
It's my
No,
friend James,
this
yeah.
is not vodka. This is vodka, okay? Know the difference. Very important
do-
when you're in the kitchen, okay? Now,
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I would like to be a blonde, but it dries your hair out. You know, but I do look.
I don't
almost-
mind your dark hair. I mean,
I-
before even I don't mind. You look good, honestly, in all colors.
Oh, thank
now
you.
Your hair's more red.
I'm part of the Rainbow Coalition. You know that.
Yes, I know.
But no, it's just easier to keep
What are
it.
you doing, dear?
I know.
We're going to take a break, and we're going to come right back with Judy Tenuta.
Comb my bangs.
She's going to comb her bangs. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Please stay with us. Oh, God.
Hey, I'm Dean Kane, and you are watching T Radio V. I'm watching it too. Right now. Seriously.
If the fish swam out of the ocean and grew legs and they started walking, and the apes climbed down from the
T Radio V.
What did you play opposite Andy, Eric? Do you remember?
Andy and I worked as two employees at a network.
Okay. Oh, you're
And
forgetting the other thing.
I played a news anchor, and he played a reporter.
Okay, but the other thing you did, the thing you did on the Andy Dick show, who did you play to Andy?
Oh, is that when I played my sister?
You played his wife, Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you played his wife.
Yeah.
You
So
guys
what's
have
wrong
to-
with that, Eliza?
Nothing's wrong with it.
He's got a great range as an actor.
Yeah, it just was funny.
Encounters with Eric and Eliza Roberts, Wednesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. on T Radio V.
Yo, what's up? This your boy Kyle Mass, and you're checking out T Radio V.
T Radio V. T Radio V.
Hello, T Radio V. Love you guys.
Radio in TV.
Radio in TV.
What's up, y'all? It's Edie Don,
And I'm Dave Pink.
and we are the hosts of the Real Talk Show that airs every Tuesday.
You so serious?
Real life, real topics, real subjects,
Shop Talk, Diva Pink.
real
Yes.
people.
Taking over.
Your
What y'all
homie Don
think?
Juan providing the vibes.
Oh, yeah, he does every week.
Oh man, we
What's
need
up,
y'all
Don
to tune in every Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 7. T Radio V, radio and TV.
It is radio.
Radio and TV.
You're crazy.
Let's do another one.
T Radio V. Radio in TV.
Radio in TV.
And we're back at Absolutely Jason Stuart with my guest, comedian Judy Tenuta, and we're talking about. So you've been doing a lot. You had last year or the year before, you had your album, The Best of Judy.
Yes.
Buy This Again, Pigs.
Yes.
Which was a combination of all of your great stuff plus some new stuff.
Yeah.
And they can get that at judytenuta.com.
Correct.
You also wrote a book.
Full frontal tenudity. Oh, I have my notes in here, but yeah, look at me as Lady Gaga in the caution tape.
So you
Because,
and plus your videos. So you've really, really been busy. And then all the little girls know you by a film you did a couple years ago called Material Girls.
I was telling you how that just kind of tugs at my heart. I was at O'Hare Airport. This is just one of the many times. And this 22-year-old girl goes, I know you. Didn't I see you in in the Hilary Duff film, and I go, oh my God, yeah, you're the cat lady, right? So they know me as the cat lady.
Right, and they don't know anything about your career before. They just know you're the cat lady.
Isn't that the greatest? That all these young 18 to 22-year-old
And now
girls,
it's a very, very big film for kids on DVD.
They, as you know, they play it first of
Over
all,
and over and over
So
again.
I am thank you, film gods. You know how you are
Martha
great.
Coolidge.
Oh, love. You know, I was. You know what's interesting, and Jason, you tell me if this happened to you. You know, while I was auditioning for that, I remember just feeling, and I know a lot of times you audition, you think, I think I got it, or at least I did great. But I kind of knew because she goes, Judy, but okay, that was good. Could you wait outside and come back?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's my favorite thing is that, oh, could you come back? I want that girl.
Well, yes. I want you to wait outside for a bit and then come back. And then she redirected me to see if I could take direction. That's really what it was about. Then, of course, I told, if I can tell a backstory.
Please.
You know, I was the cat lady, and they said, do you like cats? And, of course, I said, I adore them, and no, I don't. But but can I just
Because
tell
you know, for Barbra Streisand and Funny Girl, she said, can you roller skate? Because they wanted her to do a roller skate rag. And she said, can I roller skate?
Yeah.
Please.
Exactly. So
you'll learn.
But here's what was so awesome.
You were drugged the whole day.
No, the cats were. They had trained cats with their trainers there, and I fell in love. If cats were like these cats, but they're not, I would have one of them. The one that took to me and I took to it, they kept it on my lap. If you notice, I know it's the scene, you may not. It's the same cat, and I keep stroking her, and then there's cats running all over me, and I didn't care. I didn't care though, because Is that you? Okay, never mind.
That's your phone.
Oh, would you stop calling me Jason Priestley? Oh my God, it's Zac Efron. Can we take it?
Yeah.
He is so fucking hot, if I could just say that. Anyway,
there's nude pictures of him all over the internet for $9.99.
Zac Efron?
Oh yeah, he's always around his house naked.
Okay, can I just talk about that is hot, and I think who was the one that dated him? Well, whatever, she's not with him anymore. Anyway. Zac Efron. Hot.
So tell me, what is it like for comedians as we get older and things change in this society of comedy? Yes. What is it like? What is it truly like for you? It's a whole different world, isn't it? I mean, for me, is.
It's like in between massages and facials, I might work.
But you're doing stuff all the time.
No, I know. I work on my own things. Like I told you, I really am working on, and I think my agent might have a webisode for me. And I'm working on my own weekly show, which is called The World Accordion to Judy.
And you're going to be doing my show at the Laugh Factory very soon. You don't know it, but you are.
Yeah, Jason says I'm doing the show at the Laugh Factory very soon. And of course,
I do a show called Jason Stewart and Friends, and you will see on the 24th I have Wendy Liebman, I have Ant, and I have Frank DeCaro, Jenny McNulty, and Gloria Bigelow. So it's going to be really cool. The 24th at 10 p.m. at the Laugh Factory here in Hollywood, California. And then you can catch me at the Improv in Ontario, February 17th.
Ontario, Canada.
No, Ontario, California.
Well, I'm sorry, but I think of Ontario as Canada. So
I know you do.
I don't even know Ontario.
So what is this obsession with Barbra Streisand? What is this obsession for you? What happened with you? We were talking about it in the first segment, but you got completely lost and you wouldn't.
Well, I've always loved Barbra. I was always kind of obsessed by her, and that's why I thought maybe I'm like a gay man, because then I know all my gay friends absolutely adore her. And then my friends, one of the sweetest things that my friends did for me, you may remember she was at the Hollywood Bowl 2 or 3 years ago, and they surprised me and brought.
So you saw Barbra back to Brooklyn.
Oh.
Calm down.
With her, sang with her son, which was very touching.
Her son and her sister.
And a minute and a half with her sister.
Yes.
she doesn't let Roz do much, but it's all. Oh, I love my sister. And she,
it was the family show.
But you know what's wonderful about her too, and Cher is this way as well. Their patter is very authentic and great. Cher is really funny. Actually, Barbra has so many warm stories about, just very touching.
Mike, the owner, was watching, and then we went to Barbra Streisand, and he just left.
Yeah. Oh, he wants me to talk about. I know he wants me to talk about Rocky. Yes.
Did you ever have sex with Sylvester Stallone?
Of course. Who hasn't?
His penis is small. That's all over the internet.
Is that true?
Oh my God! There's a whole
Well, then
conversation
obviously
between.
I didn't have sex with him.
There's a conversation on the internet between him and Justin Bieber. I guess they're impersonators actually talking about how his.
Because Bieber has a big one, right?
Yes. Well, he's showing his to everyone too.
Oh, see, I'm missing all this stuff.
There's
Because he's
selfies
a
everywhere.
skinny little guy.
Not anymore. He's buff.
Oh, he's buff now.
Oh, now Mike is
Bieber.
staying for this. He's staying for
Bieber
this.
fever.
Yeah. Are you a Justin Bieber fan?
I don't like his. This is terrible to say. I'm not crazy about his music, but I'm crazy about his images.
I don't know anything about his music at
Here's
all.
what I know: Selena Gomez, back and forth, and now I think they're broken up. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But I don't care. Oh, he's telling us a story.
Sex with Bill Cosby. How do you feel about the whole Bill Cosby?
I do have a Valentine. I have a Valentine for that. Hey, hottie, drink this roofie and a glass of wine. I'll be your Bill Cosby Valentine. Woohoo! Yes, of course I had sex with Bill Cosby. I don't remember it because I was drugged. But for me, here's what I was upset about. Bill, I was very willing to lay down and be your mattress. However, you didn't even let me do a walk-on on your show, and we agreed on that.
How could the goddess do a walk-on? Come on.
Well, a walk-on. I was supposed to be I was supposed to be a social worker, but as you know, the Huxtables.
Seriously?
The Huxtables didn't have social workers. I goes, I lied. I lied. But I did get to meet everybody.
Did you ever work with Bill Cosby? No.
I did adore him.
Tell us, the one thing I really wanted to talk about is when you did your HBO special, the first one.
Yes.
George Carlin.
Oh.
Tell us the George Carlin story. This is so iconic.
Yeah. I did I did a special, and then my agent says, hey, listen, would you want to open for George Carlin? I go, would I want to open for George Carlin? I remember from the time I was a little girl and all we played in my house, two people, Bill Cosby, George Carlin. That's what my parents played. In addition to all the greats, like singers like Frank Sinatra and Dean
Barbara.
Martin. And yes, Barbara. They loved Barbara too.
Sorry, Mike.
He's got to bring. Oh, but excuse me. Okay, also Tony Bennett.
Oh, my man, I love him so.
Oh, my God, are we going for that?
He'll never know.
Oh, God.
Oh, my
please.
life is just
no,
despair.
No, it's not going to be that one. It's
But
gonna be,
I don't care.
Put on your Sunday clothes when you feel down and out. Walk down the street and have your picture took. Just like a dream, your spirit seemed to turn about. I did
That's
it too
from
high.
Hello, Dolly. All right, so tell us.
Okay.
Focus.
Yeah, but you were the one that.
I know, it's my fault.
Okay.
Go
So,
back to George Carlin.
George Carlin.
Your first big HBO special.
I will
1
never
hour
forget-
special.
1 hour special, and I will never forget that. I was opening for George. I was very nervous, and he called me in my
Dressing room?
Yeah.
House?
No. I was in the
Emo's
hotel
basement?
room.
Hotel room.
Next to his, which I was scared to death, of course.
And you were
I'm
listening
like,
at the wall.
Oh my God, it's George Carlin. And he goes, Judy, I'm so glad you're doing this show. I go, what? Back that up, please. How about me being glad to be doing with you? Okay. Anyway, and so I know I don't know if people like to hear this, but I of course had to tell him that I grew up listening to him, and big Catholic family, so he had all those Catholic things, and just
And he had read the review in the New York Times.
This is the best story. I opened for him, and after the show, it was quite late. We were actually in the
Hotel room?
Oh, yeah, the Plaza.
Backstage?
No, Plaza Hotel. I was in my room. He was in mine. Judy, I had to call you. It's midnight. I know it's late, but I go, George, I always love to hear from you. And he goes, listen, I'm reading the review. I go, what review? He goes, well, you just did your HBO special, and they said you were amazing and unique. And I go, wait a minute, George Carlin is reading this to me. I wish I had that on tape. Anyway, but I adored him, and
So George Carlin called you on the phone to read you your New York Times
Thank
review
you.
while you were opening for him.
Thank you.
You can die now.
I just and Joan. How about Joan? Yeah, two of my favorite. Yes, and
Comedy icons.
Icons who were supportive of me.
Yeah.
So
Did
I
you
love
ever
them.
work with Phyllis Diller?
Yes, I did. I adored her as well. I know this sounds, repetitive, but I did adore her. By the way, so talented, as you know, she played the piano.
Much more than just comedy.
She played the piano. She was a great painter and a great cook. I was at her house. She was making like a 5-course dinner. Yeah.
You know what's so funny about Joan is I remember when I saw the movie that she did about her life, what happened, and I thought, God, this is sort of creepy that her and Melissa are doing this movie about when her husband committed suicide. But what was really strange, a la King of Comedy, is that she was really good in it.
She was.
Yeah, and it was really, and she had done, I saw her on Broadway do Broadway Bound.
Yes,
she
I saw that too.
Linda Lavin, and she was extraordinary.
Great.
And she was one of these people that I think if she would have been born another time, she would have had a much bigger acting career.
But it didn't
And if
matter.
she hadn't done all the plastic surgery, because it sort of made her seem uncastable.
But it didn't matter because she is Joan Rivers, and there can't be a greater achievement for her.
No, not at all.
You know,
but I do
because
think
there's a lot of great actors.
I do think we missed a lot. Well, we got to go. This has been fabulous. If anybody wants to get a hold of Judy, go to judytenuta.com. If you forget and you don't know where to go,
subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Go to jasonstewart.com, STUART, and I will get you a hold of Judy. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Take care. Talk to you next week.
Bye.
You are watching T Radio V. Radio and TV.